G'day guys, and today I'm here to announce Australia's new Prime Minister, the former Treasurer Scott Morrison. Now Morrison was able to beat out popular incumbent Peter Dutton in the internal leadership spill by 45 votes to 40 votes. Interestingly enough, Julia Bishop garnered the least amount of votes of the three incumbents despite being the most popular in polls. This is most likely to shitty polling methods, as pollsters in Australia usually get polls from universities, which would have a high sort of identity politic, more far left sort of view. Now Malcolm Turnbull has, as promised, stepped down as leader of Australia and quit Parliament. This will do nothing to help the Liberal coalition's PR image, which is already been rocked this year by Barnaby Joyce's cheating scandal, we'll put it nicely. Now, what does this mean for the future of Australia? Morrison appears to be more of a centrist than a right-winger like Peter Dutton. This, I believe, will not work in favour. If the Morrison government is more of the Malcolm Turnbull status quo, I believe Liberals will lose the next election to Labor. However, if Morrison is able to move Australia in a different and positive direction, I believe this will give him a better chance against Labor, as he can show how the Liberals have listened to the Australian public and taken us in a new direction. One area where Morrison may be able to find common ground with Dutton's Conservatives is on foreign borders. Now, Scott Morrison was responsible for Operation Sovereign Borders, which criminalised illegals coming to Australia, resulting in their imprisonment and turnback. If the two are able to hammer out something they can put to the public and to the Senate, then they may have a platform to run on in 2019. Because what they do not want is to have this leadership spill on the front seat, as with Labor pushing it as an election issue. They don't want Labor to say they're an unreliable government prone to infighting. They want the leadership spill in the rearview mirror, and the way they do this is by demonstrating their competence. My own hope is for a continuation in the independent uprising. Every time a leadership spill occurs, the independents garner more votes at the next election. This leadership spill, the latest in a long trend of leadership spills, signals to the public that the two-party system of Liberal and Labor are incompetent and are not the best for Australia. This, I hope, will contribute to the inevitable populist nativist uprising within Australia, as the establishment main parties demonstrate their incompetence again and again and again. This will make even more apparent the disconnect between the politicians in Canberra and the common man in the rest of Australia. At the moment, the pollies aren't doing a very good job of representing us. If you, as an outsider, are looking at Australia and knew nothing about us, you'd think we were just a bunch of infighting cats in a bag, and I don't blame you. So, to conclude, I'm actually quite happy this latest leadership spill has occurred. In my opinion, the more the merrier. The more issues like this pile up, as they surely must be by now, in the consciousness of the average Australian voter, the sooner we will get a politician or a political party that properly resents us. Australia is a nation of swaggies and diggers, of VB and bogans, of sticking up for your mates and having a fair go. It's about time the politicians reflected this.